Greetings, brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I'm gonna give some people a little time to come in, y'all. I see us scrambling and running from these politicians, y'all. I had a little something in my neighborhood. I think Saturday, where they was talking about, the little girl asked me, "Do I want to vote?" I told her I don't vote. She asked me why. I was on the phone actually with my brother, so I didn't really get to engage the conversation. But y'all, politicians are not going to free us. It's a shame how we still caught up on that. So that's why I'm gonna kind of do this video and talk about Trump. I don't do it too often, really, cause they say the saints don't judge the world. So my eyes is looking at the saints. My eyes are trying to recognize the saints. I'm not worrying about Trump. I'm not worrying about politicians. So I'm gonna give people a little time to come in, y'all. We're gonna touch on what I'm speaking on. I'm gonna read the heading right quick. It say America was bad before Trump. I hope I spelled that right. So why are we blaming Trump? Trump is a trumpet for truth. So now many people read the head and they trying to say I'm saying Trump is speaking truth according to holy teachings. I'm not speaking according to holy teachings. Trump is a trumpet to reveal truth because many of our people love Egypt right now. Many people love America. Many people love Babylon. Egypt, America, Babylon is all one place. The place where the Jews are held captive. Now many people love this place. But what Trump doing? Telling you the real. America has never stopped being racist. America has never changed their laws. America has not stopped treating the Jews harsh. America has not stopped doing a lot of things that we think have been swept under the rug. So this video also going to explain what trumpet really means, because there's a lot of Hebrews running around with ram horns and trumpets as if we are actually talking about trumpets. Trumpets are a voice. And I always like to read a scripture, to kind of show you how trumpet is written in scriptures. So trumpet is not really a trumpet, it's a voice. It's a voice. That's what trumpets mean. That's why even the Bible say, lift up your voice like the trumpets. So I'm in Matthew 6. It say, take heed that you do not do your charitable deeds before men, to be seen by them. Otherwise, you have no reward from your Father in heaven. Therefore, when you do a charitable deed, do not sound a trumpet before you as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may be gloried from men. Surely I say to you, they have their reward. So he's telling you don't sound a trumpet, which means don't raise your voice when you are feeding the hungry, or don't go around telling everybody what you did because you so-called did a good deed. So it let you know what a trumpet is. So in the title I got, Trump is a form of a trumpet for truth, because Trump is bringing the truth about America. And it seems to have people mad. People are really mad at Trump because he's simply telling the truth. He told a young lady to go back to her country. I wish he'll tell me that. Tell these, these Negroes down south who finding out that they are the bloodline of the Jews, tell them to go back to their country. But these things are actually taking place, and we are mad at that. Nobody is going to be living in Babylon, y'all. And this is also going to reveal prophecy. Because this is what's written in prophecy, y'all. This is written in prophecy. So I want to go to Exodus 19, because like I tell y'all, Exodus never happened. Exodus is about to happen. And Trump is a trumpet for that. He gonna make these Negroes say, man, look, Trump tripping, man. I think I need to go to me another country, man. Oh, man, Trump, man, I don't know, bro. Man, Trump making America, man, he turned America to a third world country, man. I might well go back to Africa. That's what the trumpet do. When the trumpet is blown, it made people aware of what's going on. Trumpets. It's not a coincidence, y'all. You know, right after we had the abomination. So all this is not a coincidence of what's going on. Trump is a trumpet to wake a lot of people up and say, man, it's time to exit. It's really time to go home. Spiritually and physically. Not just run to Africa. Because you got to get your spiritual sense first, y'all. That's really what we lost. But let's read Exodus, y'all. I think I'm going to start at 19. Because we got this saying that's going around in Israel, flee to the wilderness. You know, when you go to the wilderness, that means you are living off of nature. You are depending on the Creator. When you go to the wilderness, because the wilderness have no food. So all your food going to come from God. So when we supposed to flee to the wilderness, that's a spiritual flee. That is not fleeing to the woods to go live. This is a spiritual flee because Isaiah did say all those who are hungry, all those who are thirsty, come to the Father. It didn't say all those who already had food. It didn't say all those who was already drinking. That's why we are going to this spiritual wilderness, because we know Egypt has no food. So we are leaving Egypt, the spiritual Egypt, which is the worship of idols. And we are going to the wilderness, which is getting rid of all our bread with yeast, so we could be fed with the bread from heaven. So let's talk about verse 19, Exodus. I'm going to start at 4. So it say, you have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Remember, Egypt is the worship of idols. Egypt was never really a landmass. When our forefathers was in Egypt, they worshiped idols. False images. The sun, the moon. If you worship the sun and moon, you are in the land of Egypt. You are in the mind frame of Egypt. Now we understand why the Egyptians and Moses looked alike. Now we understand why the Egyptians and Israel looked alike. Because a Jew can be an Egyptian right now. If he a Jew worshiping the sun. Or if he a Jew worshiping an image or a picture. Or if he a Jew worshiping a name. He is an Egyptian. He is not a Jew. That's really what the Egyptian is. That's why the word Egyptian is a mystery. So it say, now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice, the voice of God, and keep my covenant, then you shall be a special treasure to me above all people, for all the earth is mine. Now, that's why I got Trump up there, because Trump might be president right now, but the real president walking the earth. You know, Trump might be, got the people ears right now, but the real one is speaking. So, we talk about this covenant of God. But we always think the covenant going to come through the book. But the covenant is going to come through God's voice. I told y'all God speaks. So this covenant is being made with a lot of people, which is why God choose one but called many. So God calling many people right now, what? For this new covenant. Because the earth is mine. That's why he told his son to get on my right side till I make my enemies my footstool. So right now, a lot of stuff is being made the footstool, so what? Christ can walk on water. So he say, how? Because this is the Revelation talk. It say, if you indeed obey my voice, because I told y'all Moses seen a vision. This is a vision that Moses seen. And keep my covenant, because the covenant is going to be made by the one God sent. Then you should be a special treasure. So everybody trying to be this special treasure. Again, it's Jew. Because many people calling themselves Jews, but they are Egyptians. Because why? They worshiping a book. They worshiping a name. Or they either worshiping an image. They not worshiping or listening to the words of the voice of God. So my brothers are Egyptians right now. So we are being called to become a special treasure above all people. Because right now we're below all people. For all the earth is mine. Everything, y'all. Verse 6. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. So I just want to go to Revelation to clarify something, y'all. I think it's in 5. I'm adding this. I didn't write this down, but I think it's in verse 5. And my book tore up too. All my Bibles tore up, y'all. I'm in Revelations 5. I think this is 10. 10 or 9. I'm in Revelation 5. I'm finna read the same thing that I read to you, but this is let you know Moses was seeing a vision. This is the same vision that Moses sang. It say, and they sang a new song, saying. Now, they also have a scripture in Revelation where it'll say the song of Moses and the song of the Lamb. Where the Lamb is speaking to you. So when you talk about Moses' song, the Lamb was going to come saying the same thing. But he was just going to be fulfilling and not following. God don't send nobody to follow nothing. God sent somebody to fulfill everything. So it say, and they sang a new song, saying, you are worthy to take the scroll and to open its seals. For you were slain and have redeemed us to God by your blood out of every tribe and every tongue and people and nation. That was verse 9. And have made us kings and priests to our God, and we shall reign on earth. Now, so when I read to you in Exodus, now therefore, 19 and 5, if you will indeed obey my voice, because the Lamb was going to be on earth speaking, not writing the book or not following the book. The Lamb was going to be speaking. So he say, now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then you shall be a special treasure to me above all people, for the earth is mine. So it's the same thing that the Lamb gonna do when he come calling the sons of God. This is what's going on right now. The same vision that Moses seen, which is why this is the first Exodus. Not the second one, the first one. Literally the Exodus, y'all. I'm talking about walking on feet. Everybody want to say I talk too much spiritual talk. But when I speak of Exodus, y'all, I speak of a physical Exodus also. So, verse 6. Again, and you shall become a kingdom of priests. Many people calling themselves priests already. But I'm going to keep going. Verse 7. I'm in 19 and 7, y'all, in Exodus. So Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before them all these words which the Lord commanded him. Then all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord has spoken, we will do. So Moses brought back the words of the people to the Lord. Now I want to skip down, y'all, because what I really want to go to is the trumpet. What I'm really on here for. Now let's go to verse 16. Again, y'all, I'm speaking of vision. Exodus is a vision. Now verse 16. It say, I'm in 19 and 16. It say, then it came to pass on the third day in the morning. Now the Son of Man was going to be rejected and being what? Raised up on the third day, y'all. So catch the parable. I want y'all to understand these are parables. Moses spoke in parables. Jesus spoke in parables. Moses spoke in parables. The book is written in parables. So it say, then it came to pass on the third day, in the morning, when what? The morning star is on the rise, that there were thunderings, lightnings. Revelation, thundering and lightning. And a thick cloud on the mountains, and a sound of the trumpet was very loud, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled. Ain't this Revelations, y'all? It's Revelations. And Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Now Mount Sinai was completely in smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. Man on fire, huh? The burning bush, huh? The one that's not going to baptize you with water, but the one that's going to baptize you with fire. Why? Because he blood in and blood out. You know? That's why we can't be saved with water. A lot of people say they're saving us with water, but they ain't got the blood. That's why ain't nothing gonna move, y'all. But it's moving now, I'll tell you that. So, and smoke like the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. Then when the blast of the trumpet sounded long and became louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him by voice. Then the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on top of the mountain, and the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. I think I'm going past my point. But this trumpet, y'all, is a voice, which is what I'm on here for. Now, when I say trump, it's a trumpet for truth, because what is Trump doing? Showing you we in Egypt, showing you we in captivity, showing you we are slaves. Your president is showing that. Your so-called president. It's really being a trumpet to show you a damn. They really don't care. So why do you? Why do you hold on to America so much? Trump is a trumpet that's showing you you shouldn't. We don't like you. You know, we don't like none of your brothers and sisters that come over here. You know, we don't care. We got money now. We got power. We don't need you no more. What you here for? That's a trumpet, y'all. That's a voice being heard. You know, but this is what the voice of the Lord going to do also. The voice of the Lord is a trumpet. I keep telling y'all, God is a voice, y'all. I keep telling you. I keep stressing it. It is a voice. I got Exodus 20 on here. Let me see what I want to read it for. Exodus 20 and 18. Well, nah. I want to read because I'm going to go to Isaiah 13. When Trump told that woman to go back to her own country, y'all. Because we got real black people standing up right now and saying, America, my country. I've been here, so I'm going to fight for it. This is my land. Y'all, man, that's why I'm doing a video, y'all. I guess that's why I'm doing a video, y'all. Clear up the stumbling blocks, y'all. We tripping over many things we should not be tripping over. We should not be tripping over the things that we are tripping over, because truth is here. God is here. God walking the earth. But we still tripping. Stumbling blocks. That's why the light is here. But the light shine in darkness, so darkness can't comprehend the light. That's why God was pierced. Y'all know the scripture. So let's go to Isaiah 13, because we are talking about Babylon. America is Babylon. Many people are babbling. Many people talking it. But they don't even know what God is. They don't even know where the one God sent that, but they talking. You know. That's why all tongues gonna confess. Every knee gonna bow. All tongues gonna confess, y'all. The first and the last. You know. I started it. I'm gonna finish it. In my Father's image. So I'm going to start in Isaiah 13 and 11. It say, I will punish the world for its evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. I will halt the arrogance of the proud. That means also taunt too. Just like Elijah taunted all the prophets of Babylon, Y'all ain't know Elijah was back, huh? This is the Elijah story. The Elijah story was mostly a message. Elijah brought the fire down from heaven, right? In the last days, Moses seen somebody on fire standing on the mountain, right? So this Elijah coming back to taunt the prophets of Babylon. Elijah told you he was the last one left. I'm the last one left. So it say, and will slay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a mortal more rare than fine gold, and a man more than golden wedge of a harper. It really say I will make a mortal man more rare than gold. Ain't that many men left to till this earth, y'all. There's not many men left. Facts. Verse 13. It say, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth will move out of her place. Now many people see me and what they do. They shake their head at me. Now heaven is a state of mind, right? So many people shaking their head right now. So heaven's shaking right now, y'all. So it say, and the earth will be moved out of her place. So we ain't doing them old things no more. We got a new way. So the earth is, we moving all that aside. We moving it out the way and we doing a new thing. So all these stumbling blocks that have been placed in front of us, we're able to move that. The old earth, old earthly ways. And we doing a new thing. So y'all see how the heavens shake and the earth is moved out of her place? In the wrath of the Lord of hosts. Now who hosts in the Spirit of God? The Lamb. That's why the Lamb was blood in and blood out to make what? A kingdom of priests. The Bible not going to make a kingdom of priests. The voice of the Lamb is, though. Because that's the one God chose. In the day of his fierce anger. Now, many people say why God would be angry, right? Now, God is a spirit, you know. That's the only way you bear witness to God, you know. That's like some people don't want to accept God as a spirit. But if you read Isaiah 65, well, I don't think I'm going to read that. I don't want to make the video too long. I'm going to keep going, y'all. I'm going to keep going. Verse 14. So it say, it shall be as the hunted gaze. I can't say that word, gaze. And as a sheep that no man takes up. Every man will turn to his own people. And everyone will flee to his own land. Now I often tell everybody that America is the new land, which is why we got New Orleans, New York, New Hampshire. All these are new countries that were set up off what? The land of Africa. The northern part of Africa, Asia, Europe, Japan, all that's northern Africa. The southern part is the Africa that they call Africa. So when you speak of Africa, you're talking about this one big continent. So when you got New Orleans, New York, that's the new land that was found when they left Africa. That's why they call America, they got the founding fathers, the people who found this new land where animals dwelt. So this place finna be like 100 gays, which is why it's a bunch of dead bodies over here right now. So we are being spiritually waking up, what you call it, resurrection. So we all call it the resurrection, the Christians said, you know, or being saved, what? Saved from death. So once you become this spiritual woman, this spiritual man, what you gonna do? You're gonna go back to your own people. Then you also gonna go back to your own land because you're gonna realize you live in a dream, a false dream, the American dream. The land that's backed off science. See, they couldn't do all these practices over there in Africa because that's where we rooted at. So you couldn't produce these lies in a land that we already lived in because we knew it couldn't be true. Because we was rooted there. So you had to come to this new land, build up this false Jerusalem, and make up all these lies to make everybody believe this dream. That's why God say you hate those who dream. Because the dream was already foretold. We just here to fulfill it. So it's saying everyone will flee to his own land. Every man will turn to his own people, and everyone will flee to his own land. So when Trump say, go back to your own country, ain't that a trumpet for truth? That's what the book say. Man, go back and take care of your people. Go back to your own land. The world will be a better place. That's what they do in America. What Chinese do? They come over here and take care of Chinese. What the Arabs do? They come over here and take care of Arabs. But the Chinese and Arabs don't ever kill each other. They just take care of each other. Just like the animals. Horses with horses. You know. The lambs, all of them, the lambs, the sheep, the goats, all of them in one big plan. They take care of each other. They don't fight. But they don't hang with the lions. They don't hang with the monkeys. So when Trump say, do these things, y'all, we get mad. Why? We love Egypt. Now y'all ain't see why Moses was rejected. Moses like, man, come on, let's go out there. Man, Moses, man, you got us out here with no food. We in the wilderness right now. That's because we don't know where the bread from heaven coming from, y'all. And I'm going to turn to Jeremiah just to show y'all the same thing, y'all. Jeremiah and Isaiah seen the same vision, y'all. Two witnesses of this Bible, two best books of the Bible. If you don't know these books, you don't know the Bible. Facts. If you don't know Jeremiah and Isaiah, you don't know the Bible. I don't care how many times you read the Torah. If you don't know these two books, you do not know the Bible. So, Jeremiah chapter 50, y'all. I'm going to start at verse 14. I let my tea get cold. America's Babylon, y'all. We don't even want to accept that no more. It's so, man, so flood, y'all. But Jeremiah 50 and 14. It say, put yourselves in array against Babylon all around. All you who bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. Shout against her all day round. She has given her hand. Her foundations have fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance on her. As she has done, so do to her. Now we all say vengeance was the Lord. Now I did a video yesterday when it said the book said everybody should be solid. Because vengeance is the Lord. The Lord is the overseer of information. America has become popular through information. They tell everybody they went to the moon. They tell everybody they got space shuttles that go up in space. They tell everybody these wonderful things that make them the land of information, the land of confusion, the land of a dream, because they tell you so many lies. So that's why they sin against the Lord, because the Lord is the overseer of information. I just wanted to throw that in there, y'all. So it say, cut off the sword from Babylon, and him who handles the sickle at harvest time. For fear of oppressing sword, everyone shall turn to his own people, and everyone shall flee to his own land. Same vision Isaiah seen, y'all. Same vision, y'all. And I think that's what I close with, y'all. I had a few more scriptures I wanted to share. But sometimes, y'all, when I get to talking, y'all, I get to flowing, I be to jump to something, and I had to go back to it, and I'd rather just save it for another time, y'all. But I think that's it, y'all. Do I have any questions? Do I have any questions, brothers and sisters? But I think I'm going to close with that. I think 30 minutes is a great enough time to give y'all. But Trump, y'all, Trump is nothing but doing what need to be done. Somebody need to say it. Obama hit it. You know, Obama hit it, put all this gay marriage in front of our face, and we praised him. Trump come out flat out tell you, look, we don't like you niggas, we don't want you niggas here, we don't really want nobody here. We big and bad, so what you gonna do? I respect a man like that. I remember my coach told me one time, they had this teacher, real good teacher. I'm not gonna say, you know, her name, but real good teacher, but very strict. I told my, you know, everybody's complaining, man, I don't like this teacher, I don't like this teacher. You know, my coach say, that's the one you should like. Because every day you come in a classroom, you know what you're going to get. The teachers you should hate is the ones that switch up on you. Because you don't know what you're going to get. And you know what I said? I say, man, that's some... See, when I hear real stuff, I got to respect it. That's why I know a lot of y'all fake. Because y'all hear real stuff, you really don't respect it. You know, real people don't mess with real. So when he say, that's the teacher you should love. Because you know what you're going to get when you walk in that classroom. She just going to be that's the way she's going to be. But we can't see that realness. You know, we see this artificial love, which is why this artificial intelligence will be destroyed and is being destroyed. King AI. You know, that's what America is, y'all. AI, artificial intelligence, or simply American intelligence. So, as always, I hope the Father has circumcised y'all heart and ears for the message, man. Peace and blessings, and I'm out.